this lady here, this lady here has a lot of wisdom and information that I can share with you to keep you from making the same mistakes that I made. Number one, the topic is why field training. And I'm gonna give you this story. The young lady came to my home, introduced the company to me. I got excited, and I said, "Okay, I'll join, but I can't join right now because I'm busy. My plate is full. I bowl 3 days a week. I got a husband. I got 3 children. I go to church. I got Bible study on Wednesday, church on Sunday. So therefore, I really don't have a lot of time, but I would love to join." I said, "Okay, I'll go ahead and join." Got started, and the lady said, "Well, this is what you do because we have to field train you. Just like when you go on a new job, guys. When you go on a job, they first got to train you. I don't care how much experience you got. You could come off a job with 20 years. They got to train you because they want you to know how to do what they do. Okay? So the young lady, I said, okay. So she was taking me field training, taking me out on appointments. I made my list, of course, because I knew a lot of people in the bowling industry and church. So I had a gigantic list. And we started going out on appointments. Man, after about a week or two, I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't made no money. And we closed a lot of business now. So I said, okay, I said, well, maybe my turn is coming. So I went to class. I started studying. Still in the field. Never came out the field now. I know if you come out the field, you definitely ain't gonna make no money, right? So
Mhm.
I kept going. Still no money. I said, okay. I called the lady up. I said, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna do this because I ain't made no money. I told my husband I'm going to find me a little part-time job. And I told the lady, I said, I gotta have some money. So I'm gonna get me something else to do. And of course I went to the ballpark to take my son and they hired him. So I said, well, while I'm down here, I guess I'll fill out me an application. I fill that daggone application out. Do you know what? They hired me. I'm like, wow. Oh, they started us to work like the next day, which was the next day. So me and my son and I went down ballpark, and we had to park over on I think it was 8th Street or something, but we had a nice little piece of walk. So we walked over, then we had to walk all the way up to like the third ramp, and and wrapping these hot dogs and standing on my feet all night. So I did that for a week. I said, well, my check will be nice, right? So after all of that, and then when I got off at night, guys. Let me tell you, my knees, man, my knees were hurting so bad. I said, uh-uh, I don't know how long I'll be able to do this. So I'm trying to wait on this check. Let me tell you, I got that check, my first check, and I didn't get it that week. I got it like 2 weeks after I started, right? So that meant I still didn't get no money right away. But I thought in Primerica, I should have been getting paid right away because the lady was training me and she was getting paid, right? I have no license or nothing. I'm like, hey, I come ain't get no money. But back to the baseball game, baseball job. I'm telling you, when I got the check, guys, let me tell you, that check was so big. It was a whopping $13. $13. I could have cried. I said, what the heck? I'm still laughing about that thing because they took our for uniforms, they took our federal, they took our state, they took out union dues. And when they got through with that check, I said, "What?" I The next day I couldn't get on that phone fast enough. I call my trainer up. I told her, "You know what? I think I'm gonna do Primerica." Okay, but I knew the money that you could make was not I mean, it was just phenomenal compared to what I was going to get from the game. But I thought I was going to get paid right away, but I did not. And then the money I made was just horrible. I told my son, I said, "You know what? You don't even have to go back." He said, "Okay, mama." he was he was only about 16, 17 years old at the time. But anyway, I it's so funny, and I'm still laughing about it. That's been over whatever years ago. But I'm gonna introduce you to a young lady today.
No,
She has
I'm going to introduce Rapture.
no. I'm gonna
Okay.
introduce you. Now
Oh,
you
oh,
can be the young
well,
lady.
come on then, baby. Come on.
All right. I'm gonna introduce this young lady. I have been working with her. I've been proud to work with her. She's full of knowledge. She's full of information. And I'm telling you, it has just been a joy to work with this lady. She's on the move to become our next RVP, female in this business of Primerica. I would like to introduce you none other than Miss Charlotte Griffin.
Queen Bee.
Ah, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about what we have planned this morning and things the information that we have, because it's life changing. A lot of time we be looking everywhere trying to find stuff to get us to the next level, and it's right there on our front door. It's right there in our own house with us. Well, you know what? We are so blessed. We're so honored to be able to just reach out and touch and get information. Now, look at here. When I first saw this young lady's name, I said, I like that. See, back in the day, there was a movie out and it was called Left Behind. I don't know if you guys remember that. Where there was part of that movie about being left behind where the people want to be raptured. They want to be taken out of the situation, right? And so when I saw this name on the screen, I said, something's up with that name. That name says a lot. You know, there's something about a name, right? And so this lady just happened to be out of Kansas City, happened to be a little fireball. And so when I heard her open her mouth for the first time, I said, no wonder why she got the name called Rapture, because she is bringing it. She is not just coming on there and, guys, this is okay. This is a pretty good business. No, this girlfriend brings a young woman on fire. She's going to tell us what she did to get to the next level so we can go and share that information with our people that come on. Because a lot of time when people come in, everybody come in with their own mindset. Not saying that Rapture didn't come in with her own mindset, because I believe that she, by her being a strong woman, she probably came in with her own mindset, but had to understand that Primerica got systems in place. And so
Yes,
sister has
ma'am.
systems in place. She evidently grabbed hold of that system and did what it took to get to the next level. So I want y'all to get ready, put your hands together. I'm sorry there ain't more on here. People still sleeping, but that's their loss. Okay. Go ahead and get ready, because Rapture get ready to rupture us. Come on here, Rapture.
Yes, thank you for that wonderful introduction. Thank you. Yes, like you said, the people that want it, we're on here. So am I breaking up to you guys? I'm sorry, I'm on a little road trip. Can you guys hear me clear?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yes, we hear you.
You ladies hear me clear? No?
Yes.
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 You,
Yes,
you can't?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, you were kind of breaking up on my end. So
Okay.
hello, good morning, my beautiful people.
Good
Good
morning.
So
morning.
I was asked to speak on the correct way to field train. My first go to is you have to take your emotions out of this business. You have to take your emotions out. Really, really tough. And he worked with me and helped me get to touch people that you probably don't even want to touch. in his business, people that you haven't talked to in months, in years. I reached out to people that I went to school with. I haven't seen them since we were in high school. And because I took my emotions out of it. Some people be sitting here and have their egos and their pride so high, like, oh, well, I haven't talked to this person in so long and I don't want to bother this person. But those were the people that supported me first. Outside of my family and friends did not support me. I had one niece that joined me in this business, and that was it. No one got a policy or anything like that. They actually came to me talking about a scam and everything else. But you have to have tough skin in this business as well, which was my next go-to. Reason why is because my family and my friends did not support me into this business, and that was really tough for me. But again, so let me look at this real quick. Okay, I have a couple things that I really want to talk to. I feel like when you come in this business, you have to sit your family down and explain to your family exactly what's going to go on. Your family, they're used to you being that available mom, especially me. I was a single parent, and I had my children into sports, different activities, doing this. So they were used to that type of lifestyle, but we were still struggling, living from paycheck to paycheck when we was living that type of lifestyle. So when I got into Primerica and I realized and understood what I actually got into, I had to sit my family down and explain to them what was going to be going on. They was not going to be getting as much time as they used to. So that helped out a lot. And I think that's important that everybody, especially us women that's got children, when we come into this business, to sit our family down and explain to them what's actually going on. So after that, really, hold on, sorry, y'all. Okay, so let me tell you how to actually go build your business. You have to have two different type of lists. You have to have a qualified list and you have to have a non-qualified list. Your qualified list is most definitely going to be your single women with children. We all know that your single women with children that has income, married couples that has income under the age of 60, under 25, and et cetera, et cetera. So that's when, raise the windows down, y'all, please. I am burning up. Sorry, y'all. We had to park. Okay, so everyone knows what that qualified is. And then the non-qualified is the people that's looking for income, men, women, that does not have any type of children. So when you have that type of list, you have to dig deep. I started with my close family and my friends. So I started with the people that I talk to every single day. Those are the people I started with first on my list. Then thank you, mate. Sorry. There's a lot going on, y'all. Sorry. But I'm going to make it work. Mad patience with me. We're on the way to the beach, so sorry. Okay, so I started with actually my close family, my friends, outside of my family and friends, and then I went to people I worked. See, I was a CNA when I came into this business. I was a CNA and I also catered as well. I love to cater. I love to cook. But I ended up finding out it's different between a business owner and entrepreneurship, so I get into that as well. So I ended up reaching out to those people that supported me with my business, my cooking business. I beat my feet. See, when my catering business, I used to go from Kansas. I'm from Kansas City. I used to start from Prospect all the way down to 12th Street. And I used to run all the way down to like 100 and something. And I used to hit every beauty salon, every barbershop, every nail salon. That's what I did with my food because I wanted everybody to taste what I had. And I knew I had to get my product out there. So I use Primerica as the same way. I beat my feet. If my family, my friends, and I support me, I said, okay, I'm gonna figure out a different way. I'm gonna go like how I would when I sold food. Hey, sis, keep and just relate to people. I related to people. Hey, sis, what you do for a living? Like you like about your money. You keep your options up for extra income. Man, I would love to introduce you to some people who's helping me change me and my family's life. Change their numbers, get their number, get their contact information. I got their number. I'm sorry. So did that. Think about coworkers. I always think about coworkers when you had a job. A lot of us had started jobs when we were 16 years old. I took it all the way back there. Who was the manager at CC's Pieces when I was 16 years old? I thought about them, put them down on a list, because I understood. I ended up finding out that this was a numbers game. When I first got into here, I was like, okay, I could just put some people on the screen. And coaching them kept saying like it's a numbers game. I wasn't understanding at first. So when I finally understood that this was a numbers game and everybody had to know what we do in order for us to be successful in this business, that was it. I approached people that I had altercations with when I was younger because I was like, I don't care. We were younger. And when I learned this product, y'all, everybody needs what we have. We have a product that every single body needs. And I'm from Kansas City when people are getting killed from left to right. left to right. So when I first got in this business, I did get in it for the money at first, but then I grew up past it because our people really, really need this. So I touched everybody. I'm trying to see the way I build this business as far as like I touched any and everybody that I could come in contact with. If you can either tell me yes or no, you have to understand. Oh, even the people that told me no, no does not mean no forever. Might mean no right now. So when you get those no, still be respectful, still be okay. Let's revisit it back then, because you never know what people are going through at that time. People could going through financial situations, life, death, any type of personal anything that they're going through. I wanted a presentation that I wanted to really share with you guys. Can I share my screen real quick?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. They are all in Walmart using the restroom, so they better not leave me because I have to use the bathroom as soon as I get done. Okay, so no, that's the map. So right here is my children. This is my wife. So those are my two boys. I have my son, he's 13, he's 8, and that's my daughter, she's 2. So this is the reason why I do this business. When I first got into this business, I'm a CNA, and I was really, really struggling. I was living from paycheck to paycheck. I was introduced by a lady named Marshall Richardson. She's been my friend for about 17 years. When she introduced this business to me, I almost blocked my blessings because it wasn't packaged the way I wanted it to be packaged. But I knew I wasn't living my dream life, and couldn't nobody tell me that I wasn't living my dream life, because I knew I wasn't. So when this opportunity I got presented to me, I was just like, what do I have to lose? Like, I don't have anything to lose. Like, all right, at that time it was $74. I did not have the money to get in, but I catered. So I was like, okay, I don't have the money today. It was a Friday. I was like, but I have a catering event Saturday. So let me go ahead and cater. Then I have the $74. So the next day, which was Sunday, I had to call Marshall. I said, I have my $74. Let's go. So I went on ahead and got in the business. I knew the money was in here because I knew she was making the money. But so that's why I got in the business at first before I grew my passion. So hold on. Again, so this is one of my slides. I'm trying to look for one. So my daily routine with this, I really don't know. Is there any moms on here? I can't really see right now. Is there any young moms on here
No.
that have children? All your children is really kind of grown? Because I have a daily routine that I wanted to share with moms to kind of show them how to maintain being a mom in this business, because that's really, really challenging, because you still have to maintain being a mom and try to run a business at the same time, which is really difficult. But these are tools and stuff that maybe I can just email you guys and you guys can send to your teams.
You can go ahead and show it.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll
Okay.
benefit us if we working with young moms. That's still gonna benefit us.
Okay. So, okay,
Yes.
I most definitely will then. So, again, so it's gather your family. And I think that, again, I say that again, that's really important, because I didn't do it up front with my children, sit them down. I was on a mission, and my kids was looking like I was abandoning them, and I was feeling like I was abandoning them. So once I set them down and explained to them what I actually was doing, what type of mission I was on, it helped my kids understand more, and they end up supporting me more. So, and this just let them know, like, Mom, we're going to be busy. You have to balance family and business time, explaining all the hard work will pay off. Let your kids know, basically I rewarded my children, like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna be busy, but if you can do this, you can do this, let's go on some shopping trips. I remember one time I made like $6,000 in that month, and I had took my kids to the mall, and I was like, anything you want in here, you can touch it. If you touch it, it's yours. And that was an amazing feeling to me, because I was never able to do that. I can't even say I was able to do that income tax. That's the time of the month where you got to get caught up on bills and everything like that. So I couldn't do that. But you have to come up with a daily routine. I think that's really, really important, is this daily routine. Because if not, at first, when I came into business, I was all over the place. And it became so stressful. And every household is different. So you have to sit down and write down everything that you normally do, and what your week can look like, what your daily routine look like. And once you do that, you have to stick to it. It makes your day easier. It makes the business way much easier. again, for my moms, I have kids. You have to put nap time down for your kids, especially us women that have young children. Um, we working from home, and a lot of us does not have our children in daycare. We have our children at home, and at this time, when I made this slide, it was more so during quarantine when all of our children was at home. So this is basically showing you how to maintain a business and have your children at the same time at home. So us, we have appointments at like 2, 4, 6, 8 on our opportunity meetings. But at that time, I was on meetings like 24/7 nonstop. So what I did was I just put my daughter, my infant, on a nap routine. So that way, you know, it can help me with business and help me be focused more on my appointments instead of kids running all around in the background and for a distraction. Meal prep, I think, is really, really important. Coach talk all the time how you have to plan your day ahead of time. And I think that's really huge. So if you plan your day ahead of time, meaning you know what you're going to cook, you know, even if you don't want to cook it that day, you can prep it all, put it in the freezer, put it in the refrigerator, season it up, put it in your bag, you know. So all you got to do is on your little quick break or whatever, take about 15 minutes or whatever, cook your food or cook crock pot meals. I tell crock pot meals are really, really big. That way your food can be cooking all day while you're running business and still maintaining being a family and mom. I listen to music is my therapy. So right before my presentation, I don't like to be dry on my presentations. My coach is Matthew. I couldn't be dry if I wanted to. No, his personality is my personality all day long. So I don't like dryness on my calls. I like to have fun, be hyped. So I listen to music that would get me in that type of spirit. I am a Siobhan Landry fan. I love her.
Yeah.
I love me. I cannot wait to meet her. She inspires me so much. Because I listen to her before my presentations as well, because she give you that motivation. Like, sis, not quit playing, get your head up when you're down. Let's keep going. So these are different things. I just showed them how to do dinner and homework and stuff, how to kind of maintain that in between. But again, when Carletta hit me up last night, I was like, Carletta, I'm gonna be in the car. So again, I apologize, but did I leave anything out? I know I was kind of all over the place.
Girl, look, it was awesome. I appreciate you. I know you said you was gonna be rolling and everything. I'm like, hey, if you don't mind bringing it from the car, we don't mind receiving it from the car, okay?
Yes.
The information you brought was phenomenal, and I'm quite sure we have some people that have some questions. If you don't mind answering for us. Now, you did say something that when you came in, just like most of us, but I need you to repeat that again, so in case somebody missed it. How many of your family members actually joined in with you and support you?
Oh, just one. You know, and I tell people that all the time because I haven't been in this business a year yet. It's coming up on a year in the end of June, beginning of July. But I'm a regional leader. I put numbers. I have a lot of districts under me. I have so many but all those are people that I met. I did not know. I met you on Facebook. I met him in public. You know, I didn't, that wasn't my family, my friends. So you don't have to have family and friends to get you to the next level. I tell people that all the time, you can make new family. That's what I did.
Okay. Now, is there a way you could download your presentation that you just had out there so they can probably grab it?
I'm like, Coach, you know his face when y'all asked him to download something on a Zoom with Coach Jordan. He was like, look, I'm like him, like, calling the lady. I didn't even make that one. Somebody else did, but I'm gonna call her and see if she can help us. I mean, see, me and Matt, we're in Walmart right now. When he get back in the car, we're gonna have a conversation because we gotta get this together. We calling everybody.
It's being recorded though, at least. It's being recorded.
It is being recorded. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Again, my main thing is you have to take your emotions out of this business because we'll have people like, I got into it with such and such, and man, such and such had disagreements about 6 months ago or a year ago. Who cares? You don't know what she's going through right now. She might need the extra income. She might need the coverage. It does not matter. Take your emotions out of there. That's not going to get you. No, you're not going to win that way in this business.
That's good.
I tell people that all the time.
That's good. Anybody else have any questions for her?
A lot of questions.
Look, okay, go ahead.
I am so inspired by you, young lady. And I do appreciate you taking our time, you know, looking at who's on here right now. The people that's supposed to be here are here. whether we're young moms or not, we are still working on building our business, and your story and your experiences are going to be beneficial to us when we run across that rapture. Because I'm looking for a rapture today. Somebody like you. Okay.
Yes.
I pray for somebody like me all the time.
Do you? Okay.
Yes.
So I do have a. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Or no, I said are better than.
Yes. That's right. Right.
Right.
So one of the questions that I have, first you said Marshall recruited you.
Yes.
Okay. So she wasn't your field trainer?
Well, I'll be very transparent. We were friends for a very long time prior to this. So it was kind of difficult, her training me because we were already having issues. So we had to deal with Matthew. So Matthew really trained me, but I had to give her credit too. She helped train too. She did an amazing job of training me as well. So, but yeah, Matthew mainly trained me.
Okay. Yeah. And there's a reason why I asked that, because a lot of people think that they're supposed to train just because I recruited you, I'm supposed to train you. But the idea is to get you the best training possible, because that's only going to help that person, the one that brought you into their business. So what was your mindset? Because we were talking about the field training bonus, and you got a good chunk of change during your field training. Okay. So what was
it.
Okay. And you got your wife, you have that beautiful family. Those kids are adorable.
They are.
I needed it because when I came into the business, I let everything go. I was a CNA, but I had an agency job. So I was picking and choosing my own hours that I wanted to work. But I wasn't committed to no job. But then I was doing my catering as well. But when I seen this presentation, it's something in me. It was just like, this makes sense. Like, so I had to pick a term, because it was either put my all into Primerica or put my all into what I was already doing. And I was already putting my all into what I was already doing, and I wasn't getting nowhere with it. First of all, it's hard to build a catering business without money and the support and the credit and all that stuff. Yeah. It was hard to do that, but I was maintaining. But yeah, so I let everything go. So that's why I was able to get my field bonus up there, because all my focus was into Primerica.
Okay, so you saw the benefits. You knew you saw that you were going to get somewhere. So you were not focused on so what we're talking about is the mindset of the new recruit that comes in here and says, I'm going to go get my license first. I want to go through the field training because they're going to get all the money. They're going to get all my people. What was your mindset? What clicked in you? Because when we're talking to people, we want to make sure we articulate that right. It's only to your benefit to go through the field training the way the company has it set up. Can you help us with that, that mindset?
Well, when you come in with a 25% contract. That's pennies. Okay. So if you telling me that all I gotta do, hold on, coach. You telling me that all I gotta do is bring these people to you, and you gonna help me recruit 3 people that need some money and protect 3 families, and I'm gonna be at a 50% contract. It took me a week. Okay. It took me 1 week when I got into this business. I said, I know some people. I grew up with some people that want to make some money. I know somebody that leaves from life insurance. Like, I just start getting people on there, because here's the thing: when you're a trainee, you're in the best position. You don't have to say nothing.
Say that again.
Yes.
Say that again.
Okay. When you are a trainee, you are in the best position. I tell people that all the time. You don't have to say anything. All you have to do is just sit there, look cute, nod your head, take some notes. Yep, what she said. On to the next.
All right.
And all you got to do is put people on the screen. That's it. Only thing I could think of when they told me that, who do I know? Who have I ever came in contact with? I don't care what it was. If we was in school, job, a quick whatever. If I came in contact with you before, if I don't have your number, I'm gonna find you on Facebook. Everybody got a Facebook. And you have to stick to the script. You have to stick to the script. You can't come in here trying to do this your own way. Okay. That's not gonna happen. All right. That's gonna take you all the way back. Let me tell you how. Because this is a system. It's one system that we all sticking to. It's one blueprint. one
Right.
blueprint. We're all sticking to, regardless of how you do your presentation, how I do my presentation. We all talking about the same thing.
Definitely.
So
So,
you have to stick to the system. Now, when they say use as training script, I need help. Can you help me with my training? That is the best position. I still to this
mhm.
day don't talk about life insurance, guys.
Mhm.
I pick and choose. I'm starting to pick and choose who to talk to, who do your life insurance investments outside your job. But I still stick to my training script because there's still people out there that I haven't touched.
All
Yeah.
right,
And see, so
that's good.
to you, it just made sense.
It made
50% versus 25. So when you came in, so I kind of had the mindset too when I was being trained. I had 2 trainers, but I did get, just letting them do the work. They did the work, like I said, and just following the scripts. So I got to promoted to district during my training as well before I ever got licensed. So I wasn't focused on that money either, but it benefited me because it got me promoted. So I understand. So when we're explaining it to people, if we could just show them, this just makes sense. You want 25% or do you want 50%? So
You
once
want
you got,
50%.
absolutely. And once you got past those 3, you didn't stop because you got 6, how much? 6,000?
No, I didn't know. Yeah, it was close. I
I
didn't
mean,
stop.
when your field training bonus.
That was next level to me. Now I got my license. That's next level. Now that's a different type of ball game because you had to wait on your field bonus.
But you didn't stop your training. You still accumulated 6,000.
Yes, I know.
Right?
I did not stop training. I guess.
So
Yes, ma'am. And I did not stop.
Okay.
I kept going.
Because you saw where you were going.
Yes. And then
There's
another
a hand.
thing, what
There's
kept
a
me
hand up, Charlotte.
Oh,
well,
okay.
another thing that kept me around real quick, Shirley, I made like $2,000 in cash incentives. So I learned from that. I treat my team like that. I'm going to feed my team that I'm going to feed their pockets too. Because here's the thing, we're not touching right. We're waiting on our field bonus. And for people like me that gave up on everything and put their all into Primerica, it's going to be a struggle. But if you, if your team, if you throw your cash incentives out there to your team, that's going to keep them around, that money around. I made about $2,000 off with coaching them and more between all of them.
All right.
So that's how I was able to survive at that time. So I always say throw incentives out there to your team.
That's key. Absolutely. Okay, so we do have a question. You got time for more questions? I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to take up the whole thing, but
no, you're
okay.
Good. Go ahead.
So, Ms. Shalonda B, you could go ahead and unmute anybody else that wants to ask a question. Okay, then we have Deneen after that.
Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Shalonda, and I really don't have a question. I just wanted to say to Rapture, this was an amazing, amazing Zoom this morning because everything you said in the beginning, I have been like touring and warring with this same thing because I'm like, I don't know. I've been asking family and friends. So that's who I'm comfortable with, right? And they're like, no, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm like, okay, well, who can I talk to after that? So with you, when you said put the emotions aside, reach out to people that you haven't spoken to, I was like, okay. And I don't have social media. So I'm like, okay, well, how do I do that? But I do talk to a lot of people along the way. So that was just confirmation for me because I'm a writer, so I'm in the process of publishing a couple of books, and I've been working as a financial analyst for 20 years. So God know I have been touring with like, okay, am I going to quit this job? I'm going to quit this job for 3 years. I've been saying this. So 3 months ago, our job told us that they're outsourcing our positions. So yesterday was actually my last day. And people would think that you'd be like, oh my God, I'm so depressed. When they told me, I was like, thank you. I know they were looking at me like I was crazy, okay? They were looking at me like, what is wrong with this lady? I was like, you know what? Thank you, God. Because he was saying to me at that point, you're not going to leave here. I have to force you out of here to do your purpose. So hearing you today is just confirmation of whatever, just the steps that I'm supposed to take to get to where I'm supposed to go. Because now I have freedom to do whatever. And like, I'm the go-to person with my family and friends. So I think for me, since my son is grown, I think I sit around and wait to make sure that nobody need me for the day. So every hour of the day, it's like me doing something for someone else opposed to putting me first. So when they told me that, I was like, thank you, God. I was like, okay, now I can just honestly work on being a Primerica agent, you know, building my brand, finish my book, and just relax. So I'm saying, because even with them laying us off, they gave us a really nice severance because I've been there 18 years. So I was like, okay, well, God, I can sit on my butt and make money and not even have to worry about it. So listening to you today, I am honored that and grateful that I was actually on this call. And I forgot to mention the person that brought me in is Miss Angela. I love her to death because she be riding my butt. She know I have the knowledge to do it. It's just I was a little apprehensive because you do get with those people where they're saying, well, it's this, is that, I don't know. But like you said, as old as I am, I've lived to hear yes and no. And if no is the worst that you can say, then I'm okay with that. I'll just
And
go
I'm
on
okay
to
with
it.
it.
So I just
Yep.
wanted to
Agree.
appreciate, let you know that I appreciated the call. It was amazing. And this was just my confirmation to be like, get off your butt. This is the opportunity to do it. So go ahead. So I just wanted to say thank you.
All right.
You're welcome. No problem.
Awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And only thing I say about that, Shalonda, how you said that you got laid off on your job and you feel like because you have the, you know, the extra income coming in, you can kind of sit on your butt and work Primerica, and that's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get nowhere sitting down. Don't have that type of mind frame. You have to have that type of mind frame. Now it's go time. I don't have anything getting in my way now. It's go time. Let me, if your Facebook not your thing, well, if you don't have no social sites that's your thing, I would suggest get some type of social site and I can help you create one and, you know, kind of show you how to work and navigate it and kind of, you know, get your page going. But that means you got to beat your feet and get out there and talk to people. You got to talk to people. You got to challenge yourself. Talk to at least 10 people a day. You have to talk to people. You have to talk to more people since you don't utilize Facebook. But other than that, though, yeah, you can have my number. I'll put my number in the chat. I'm always here to help out too.
Okay,
Beautiful.
thank you.
Thanks so
Denise?
much. Thank you for that feedback, Shalonda.
Yes.
Oh,
So
you're
you want
welcome.
Yeah, you're in the right place at the right time. Miss Angela gonna take care of you. Okay.
Yes, she is.
All right. So we did have another hand. Denise's hand
Denise.
was up.
Mhm.
Okay.
Denise.
Good morning, everybody.
morning.
Rapture, I needed to be on this call. I've been in the business for a while. My biggest thing is taking my emotions out. And then the second thing, I'm working a 9 to 5 and I'm beginning to really hate it. And I'm like, Lord, just let them fire me because I'm like,
Watch out.
I'm really apprehensive about quitting. And I got people in my ear, you need that job, you need that job. I said, but you know what I'm doing. You know what my goals are. So why would you tell me I need this job? But the other thing is, Rapture, were you always dressed up when you approach people? Because I meet a lot of people, or I see a lot of people when I'm going in between work and I might have on leggings and stuff like that. Were you always dressed up when you saw people and presented to people?
Well, at that time, no, because I was still comfortable. You know, we come from a different type of background. So, I mean, everybody comes from their own background. So I was used to dressing down, like my jeans, my cut up jeans, my big hoop earrings, really more so of what I thought was modern in my generation as far as, you know, big hoop earrings and cut up jeans and all kind of other stuff. Was I attracting people? Yes. But was I attracting people that I need? No. Not to be judgmental, but I want coach had to help me do that. Remember emotions? We talked about the emotions and stuff. I wasn't even. I wasn't always like this, y'all. I'll tell you that. I was pretty tough to deal with. I was coach. I was pretty tough to deal with. So, but he had patience with me, and that's why I love and have so much respect for my regional vice president to my upline because they had patience with me. But I had to change up everything. He came to me and I received it. He said, "Rap, earrings too big. You need to simmer them down a little bit." Okay, coach. Rap. You need just a little bit more business. You might want to cover your tattoo. you know, look a bit more. You might want to change more business and professional. And at first, I used to be offensive about it, and I used to get so upset. And he used to be like, "Rapture, stop looking at me like that." I used to give him the ugliest look. He used to be like, "Stop looking at me like that, Rapture. Stop looking at me like that, Rapture." But I had to simmer down and check myself. And once I did and received what he was trying to do for me, my business had picked up that way.
Beautiful.
So
Okay.
yes, I changed my whole approach. I seen a kid at the store and he was like, "Are you a school teacher?" And I was like, "No." But his sister came at the woodworks and she was like, "Well," she was like, "You are so pretty." She's like, "I love the way you carry yourself." She was like, "That's just so inspiring." And that just gave me next level. So yeah, I would say change your whole approach. I wouldn't be leggings and stuff because then you're gonna run into people that's just like you, and we trying to elevate and get people
Okay.
that's more on a business type of mind frame, and you attract people more that way.
Now, see, that's my issue. I've been going to like Walmart, places like that, and they've been standing me up. So it's like, where do I go to get those kind of people, professional people?
Well, you don't have to go nowhere. I still go to Walmart too. But I
Okay.
go on Walmart and I have my Walmart, my whole little blazer and my skirt on, and my Palmerica pen on my shirt.
Okay.
And I still don't walk around looking like a salesman either.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
I still walk around
Um,
now. Shop. I might have a mad when I get to the register because I want everything in the basket. But am I breaking up? Froze
A
yeah.
little bit.
a little bit. But yeah, so I would do that. It's not the places. Sometimes you just have to change your appearance, and then they'll look at you like, "What is it that you're doing?" Because that's how people look at me. Like, I want to know what you doing, how you dress.
Mhm.
Well, my thing was I was focusing on the people working there, and that's what
Why
I
are
have to
you
get
dressed?
away from.
Well,
Okay, the next.
no, I would still talk to the people that work there. I would
Okay.
still talk to because they already have a job, you know.
Right.
So yeah, I would still talk to people that work there. I wouldn't change
Okay.
that up.
Okay. So
Yeah.
then the last thing is,
We
like,
have
you
to
went
go
to
over how you approaching people. Are you approaching people like a salesman? Like, how are you approaching people?
ask them how long they've been on their job. Are they looking to make extra income? If they like their job, and then let them know I have something that can help them make more income.
Ms. Thomas? Okay.
So
You
when
need to sound more. Do you sound like that, or do you sound excited when you do it? When you approach
that's
them?
the issue, I don't sound exciting.
Okay. So it have to be the excitement, because then when you come with the excitement, they want to know, why are you so happy? What is it that you had? What is it that you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Versus you just like, hey, do you keep out some for extra income or spare time? They probably deal with that all day at Walmart. And then, you know, they work around all them older people at Walmart. So I know that's all they hear is drag at Walmart all day. You got to come excited. Like, okay, well, let me get away from these people. I'm coming to join you and what you have for though.
Okay. And then the last thing is, when you went in a beauty shop and barbershop, you wasn't getting service. You just would approach the people
I would just approach people. I would
while
just
they
walk up
cutting
to them.
hair or fixing hair.
You said the people that's who's doing the hair?
You walk up to them while they doing hair.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I walk up to
Thank
people.
you, Rapture.
Yep.
Thank
Because
you.
people, it don't take nothing but just a couple seconds. But it's just, you said, huh? What'd you say? You
I didn't
broke
say
up a
anything else.
lot.
I said thank you. Thank you.
Oh, okay. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for those questions, Denise. I'm sure other people have those same questions in their mind as well. Anybody else? We usually ask who we have. I know most people I recognize. Anybody been here 6 months or less that would like to ask a question? It's a good time. I just don't recognize everybody's names, but okay. Anybody else have any questions for Rapture?
I think Shalonda, is her hand still up, or?
I think she never lowered her hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can do that.
Okay, no problem. No problem at all. Rapture, again, thank you so much for taking out the time. Your story is awesome, very inspiring. You're
Yes.
very,
Yes, it
you know,
is.
just so focused, and the excitement just comes through when you're talking, you know, about this.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
definitely, yeah, you're going places. We know that.
Yes.
Just
I
thank
Thank you
also,
for allowing me to
Gonna be-
speak too. I
yes,
love speaking with you ladies. You ladies are inspiring too. So you keep
yes,
doing what you're doing because you have people like myself following you ladies.
great.
Right.
Well,
awesome, awesome.
Rapture, you're going to be hearing real soon, because what was dropped in my spirit this morning, listening to you talk, is that we ladies are going to put together These Girls Is on Fire.
Yes.
Okay?
I
And
like
so
that.
you will be one of our speakers. So be looking for it. Right now,
I'm gonna bring that
it is in.
fire, Miss Young
Say what, baby?
She gonna bring it. Oh,
This girl is
Miss-
on fire. Okay.
Yeah.
I got something for you. Check out Rapture.
Yeah.
Hey, I got that. I'm coming with that fire too. Don't even worry, I got you.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right.
Rapture.
All
We're gonna
right.
put it
Rapture.
together. So it's in its infant stage right now, but we're gonna come together and we're gonna go
Awesome.
ahead and do our webinar of These Girls Is on Fire, and we're gonna show them how they too can get on fire with These Girls on Fire. All
Awesome.
right.
Absolutely.
And you brought up Rapture. You brought up Siobhan Landry.
Yes.
Yes,
I love her
Siobhan,
too.
y'all. I
Have you?
don't think y'all heard me. I love Siobhan Landry. I listen to her all the time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Have you
cannot
ever
wait to
heard?
meet her.
Have you ever heard of Siobhan Higgins?
No,
Just Google her when you get a minute. You tell me
Siobhan
about it later.
Higgins.
Tell me what you thought about it. Siobhan
Okay, I will.
Higgins. Google her.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
You'll be
I
impressed.
will.
Okay.
Hey, Rapture. Rapture.
Yes,
Thank
Would
you.
you drop your phone number in the chat, please?
yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thanks. So be careful out there. Enjoy
You're welcome.
your
Yep,
day.
Enjoy your
we
day.
will. We're
Rapture.
about to have.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hold on, let me. No.
Man, this has been powerful this morning. I tell you.
Wonderful.
There you go.
We playing one
Right on
thing, but then
time.
we have something else. So
This
it's
number 2.
absolutely awesome. I'm quite sure there's a lot of us that have received a lot this morning from this information. And guys, let's take it and use it. Take it and use it. It's not good enough for us to get it unless you use it. So Charlotte, you and George, y'all can take it from here. I don't know if you
Awesome.
want to end with that video clip, or if you wanted to just roll on over. It's up to you.
Okay, we got a couple of minutes. This
It's only like 3 minutes anyway.
yeah, to close it out. I mean,
Yeah,
we were talking
that
about
sounds
the
good.
importance of field training bonus. We're just gonna put a cap on it.
Yes.
And just bring up this little video. One of our superstar millionaires, just some extra encouragement about following
Yes.
this system. And if I'm not, you all gonna have to tell me if I'm sharing my sound. If I'm not sharing the sound, I'll just make sure that I get this. Y'all see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We're here.
Hi, my name is Joseph Ward. I'm a senior national sales director from Chicago, Illinois. I just want to spend a little bit of time with you to just really emphasize the power of our field training bonus program right now. And we understand that these are some trying times. These are some challenging times that we're dealing with as a country in North America. But when you really think about it, there is some tremendous opportunity for us when it comes to utilizing the technology of Zoom to be able to help our particular new associates when it comes to the field training bonus. So what are we talking about? See, when you look at the Zoom technology, it allows us to have all of the components in place that allows people to get the training that they need, but then also do it compliantly, because you can have the new client or the potential client that is on the Zoom technology, you can have the new associate, and you can have the field trainer. So everything that we are trying to accomplish in that process, where the actual new associate can see the presentation being done, they can see the recommendations being made by that licensed and trained field trainer. They can look at how the paperwork and things are being processed. That was the purpose of the field training bonus in the first place. And so now through technology, they can be on on one side of town, the new associates could be, the field trainer could be on another side of town, and the client could be on one side of town. But all of the things that need to be seen, all of the things that need to be activated within that process are actually going to happen. So right now, we've got an opportunity with the Zoom technology to be able to, while the rest of the world may be slowing down, we can speed up. And so all that has to happen is for that new associate, that new person, right, to get online with that license and trained agents. And we know that every time, right, that one associate gets involved in our business, right, and 1,000 in life insurance premium is done, then what's going to be initiated by the company is a $300 banked credit towards the resources for that particular new associate. Now, of course, we know that all of that will be banked, and at the point that they get their license in their particular state, then they will have earned that. But while that is happening, there is no maximum on the amount of field training bonus credit that they could accumulate over that period of time. And so that is an exciting situation, that during this period of time that we can really do things in the multiples and really get out in the field, right, and get on technology like Zoom to get in front of so many people and be able to help so many families, but at the same token, to be able to train brand new agents that are going to be out there with us selling our crusade and building their business. These are exciting times here at Primerica. Again, while the world is slowing down, we're going to be speeding up. Have a great one.
Awesome. So, of course, you all, it just makes sense, right, to follow the system. The only thing is just a little correction on the bonus now for new people. It is $200 versus the $300. However, they added on an extra 25%. So if you accumulate $1,000 in your field training bonus, then that extra 25% is going to add on another $250. So the company is still giving that money away. It's just in a little different form. So you all, thanks for everybody's getting on this morning with us. Now, I know we're running into our next meeting and stuff. We just had an awesome presentation this morning and sharing. It was really valuable. So thanks you all. So we're going to turn it over to Mr. Hairston.
Outstanding. What a great meeting this morning. I think that the things that were shared are pertinent to everybody in this business. The things that she talked about that the woman goes through, how she had to put together a schedule and so forth, we all have to remember we're recruiting or getting people involved in the business who fit the profile that she has. Or some of you have been in that position when you first started. And we have to have a forum where we can talk about that, where that's open up. I mean, I enjoyed that so much. And I said, wow, I wish this person was on. I wish this person was on. And I said, all the guys need to hear this because we're recruiting women. And we talk about you can make money and you could do this, or like Joe just went over the bonus. But if we don't deal with their responsibilities to their children, the cooking, how she had that schedule, how she put that together, I mean, that was so valuable. So I thank God that we got her as a speaker this morning. Y'all know in our planning session how it was.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we were being steered. A lot of times you don't realize it when things come up and this plan to stop this. You're being steered in the direction that he wants you in. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that. We're into our next hour. I felt some power get on the call. And I think it was Brandon Stanbury. I don't know if it was him. Brandon, you here?
Yes, sir. I'm here, Coach.
That was you, man. You did like they do in the Star Wars. You know, like the man used to say, I could feel the force present. Yeah. I said, Brandon Stanbury must be. What you got for us, man? Get us started.
Well, good morning, teammates. This morning is definitely not about me, but it's about us. And so we're going to move and transition into our next phase here, which, it's time for our recognition. We're going to go into a little training. We have our home office support system that's here. We got a 1-2 punch that's going on. With first up to bat, we got a gentleman that comes with us or comes to us on a regular basis, always on fire, always making it happen. And so without further ado, I see he has joined the line. Y'all give it up for our brother from another mother,